It's late breaking news that should infuriate everyone who not only supports the Indiana Fever, who attended the Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game, but lives in the state of Indiana. It was news that came out today from the WNBA that they have completed their 10-day investigation into the accusations made by Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky players that there was hate speech and what was implied to be racially motivated slurs at the Chicago Sky players during the course of their opening game at Indiana back a couple of weeks ago. Well, the WNBA now has completed their investigation, and here is what the WNBA has found. Quote, based on information gathered to date, including from relevant fans, team, and arena staff, as well as audio and video review of the game, we have not substantiated it, being the allegations. In essence, the WNBA is saying we can't find that it really happened. Nothing but a fabricated lie, just making up a story about Indiana fans just to add to the drama of what is becoming a rivalry. And Angel Reese would love for it to be a rivalry because she wants so bad to get the same amount of attention that Caitlin Clark is getting, but yet none of it is true. That's what the WNBA has come out and said. And at this point, I think every person that lives in the state of Indiana, because once you've been labeled, it's tough to get rid of the label, even if you get rid of the accusation. And so at this point, all the sports shows came out and reported on the accusations. They played the clips of what Angel Reese was saying about what was happening in the stands, supposedly. And we now know it's not true. But they played it. And so in this case, it's kind of like printing something that is a lot of defamation, but eventually coming out and saying, you know, what I wrote wasn't really true, didn't happen. I mean, once you put something out there and you publish it or you put it in front of the public buys into the story, and it's very tough to remove the label, even if you remove the accusation. And in this case, Indiana fans are now labeled as a bunch of racist Midwestern hillbillies when they didn't deserve it. They never deserved it because the entire accusation, according to the WNBA, and you know the WNBA would have liked to have found something. They spent 10 days investigating. They turned over every rock. They interviewed players. They interviewed fans, relevant fans who were in the areas where the Chicago Sky apparently indicated there were all of these bad things being said. You have security personnel that's around the team and protecting the team bench area. You've got microphones. I mean, there's plenty of microphones around during a televised game, a nationally televised game. There's plenty of people to talk to. There's plenty of microphones to listen to. There's plenty of cameras and video to watch. And then you've got all the people and witnesses, over 17,000 of them, if you want to go that far. But the WNBA spent 10 days looking into this, and they never found a thing. Nothing substantiated. I mean, not even a single fan that is losing his privileges. Nothing. It was completely made up. In fact, a follow-up statement from Pacers Sports and Entertainment CEO Mel Raines said that, quote, we appreciate the swift and thorough process undertaken by the WNBA to investigate these allegations, which were not substantiated. At Gainbridge Fieldhouse, we are committed to providing the best possible basketball experience for players and fans where hate speech has absolutely no place. Indiana is home to the world's greatest fans. We look forward to an exciting season of Fever basketball. Now, the WNBA should slap a huge fine, not $30, not $25. I know they put these little amounts out there because they don't pay much. But this should be a significant fine because Angel Reese just wasted a lot of investigators' time. How much do you think it cost the WNBA to investigate this, spending 10 days interviewing fans, players, reviewing video, reviewing audio? They spent a lot of money trying to dig up what they thought was a factual accusation, only to find there is nothing there. They should slap her with a heavy fine, make her pay the cost. That's what you'd have in a court of law. If you had a court of law and had an accusation like this, wasted a bunch of lawyers and prosecutors' money, you'd be slapped with probably some type of lawsuit. Well, I think the WNBA should probably turn around and say, look, this entire accusation, let that make the Sports Center highlights. That Angel Reese is being sued by the WNBA, or fined, not necessarily sued, but fined, to try to get their money back over an investigation that was based on false claims. But anyway, tonight it is Gainbridge Fieldhouse, which will be the center of the basketball universe because the Indiana Pacers trying to bounce back from a Game 3 loss against the New York Knicks. I certainly believe they're going to do it. I think they're going to shoot much better than 5 of 25. And even with Karl Anthony Towns' incredible performance in Game 3, and the fact that Jalen Brunson's been pretty good throughout the series, the New York Knicks would not have won Game 3 if the Pacers didn't shoot 5 for 25 from three-point land. The shot just left them. And in the fourth quarter, the Pacers couldn't score. It's the only reason that the Knicks had the opportunity to do what they did, and I don't think it happens twice. I think the Pacers are a better team. I think they've proven it. And as long as they rebound, because that's the one area where I think the Knicks have a distinct advantage, is they can get really aggressive on the glass. As long as the Pacers rebound, that'll lead to the transition game. Pacers will control the pace of the game. Pacers will win the game. So it's all on the Pacers being able to rebound, and I think they'll hit shots. I mean, we can always say making shots is going to be important. Well, of course, it's always important in basketball to make shots. Making 5 of 25 becomes important because you didn't make them. But I think the Pacers will be fine tonight, and I think the Pacers win Game 4, take a 3-1 lead, and go to New York City for Game 5. Enjoy watching the game, and we'll talk again soon.